Hey guys, it's another week, and that means another exciting episode of Trending GH is coming your way. Now, this week we got to know of a musician who slept with over 5,000 ladies. Do you want to know who it is? And also, hashtag say no to xenophobic attacks is trending, has been trending all week. We're going to talk about it, how your favorite celebrities are reacting, and all there is to know. So stick and stay with us. It promised to be a fun episode. Hey guys, welcome. We have our celebrity guest here. Deborah is back.
The one and only.
With the
and I'm sure you guys missed me.
Nobody
Last week
missed
was
you.
quite busy. The previous week was quite busy, so I had to go somewhere else. And that's why I wasn't around. But hey, I'm back with the bang. Capital B. Yeah, baby.
And he's going to go out soon.
With a bang.
Yeah, with a bang.
Capital
So
B.
let's drain him as much as we can. So let's jump into our first story that has to do with the man Darko vibes again. Oh.
Yeah.
Both of you are wrong with us.
Alright, so our brother Darko is in the news.
Yeah.
This time, I think he was on TV Africa.
Yeah.
Dropping all kinds of
Hints and
hints
Secrets.
and juices.
and
yeah.
things that are, like
But for me, I think he was being comical when he said that he's been with over 5,000
You
women.
think? He didn't-
Somebody did a calculation on Twitter and said that that means per day he has been sleeping with one person per day for the last 14 years.
Which could be true.
Or maybe some days he has multiple. Which
Well,
is more
you never
realistic
know.
than,
Yeah.
every day
I like
for
the
last
fact that he
14
said
years.
sometimes he's the lion and sometimes he's
He's
the
the
prey.
Sometimes he goes searching,
And
sometimes
sometimes
the
they
girls
come looking for him.
It must be nice to be that.
I wonder
vibes.
which happens more often though.
Lion.
Maybe lion.
He's
lion.
Maybe pray. I mean,
Yeah,
he's Darko
because now-
vibes.
yeah,
In Ghana,
he's-
they like to go
But
after him.
somebody on Twitter said, who is Darko Vibe? So still Onim no.
Well, the 5,000 girls know him, and I think that's
Yeah,
enough.
so that's enough. Even if he has 500 fans and they know him, it's enough. So at least he and his girlfriends, his girls.
And the fan base.
But I think I agree with Amir. I don't think it's something he's being serious about. I mean, I feel like it's just something he's saying to make the interview exciting.
You think?
5,000
I think the
women, that
presenters
is
is
so
like
odd.
around 50 or like 50.
That one
I
day-
can't 5,000.
Yeah, that 5,000.
He said it in pitch. He said that one day be small, but he over him. And I think recently an American rapper also said something. I think it was like on the back of that he all of this thing.
It's coming
It's
from.
coming.
Coming from whose face?
Some of the other things he said on the interview that I liked was found interesting was the fact that he says the mother wanted him to be a policeman, and at some time the mother wanted him to take care of their shop because the mother had a shop, and then he said he's happy he didn't become a policeman because he'd probably be taking bribes
Yeah.
as well, making it seem like all policemen take
Bribes.
of course.
And he also mentioned that he likes the soldiers more
Yeah,
than
and he likes
the
would,
police.
yeah, he would want to be so yeah. That's
It's a cool
it.
interview.
I'm sure if he was a soldier, his hair wouldn't be that yellow.
Yeah. Yeah.
And probably wouldn't do 5,000.
He wouldn't have that time.
Energy.
Time and energy.
He'll
He'll
be
be posted
posted.
some-
Yeah.
somewhere
maybe
more
should-
beneficial.
You've been digging somewhere in Boku.
Okay, guys, so we are moving on from Darko Vibes and his 5,000 women. We are jumping into our first segment for this week. What the F? Like, what the F is happening? I mean, it started from what? Eating fufu on the
Yes.
train to now
And
what?
now washing.
Washing and drying clothes on the train is like,
He went with the whole Omo.
and they dry and they kind of
Reality washing.
What the F?
You're doing everything here.
Eh, one. And
Ashok.
watching the cane take the den. So,
Hey guys, welcome back. It's still Trending GH, and as you are continuing having this conversation, make sure you have the conversation in the comments.
Actually, I'm banning him from saying because
You know, I always do it with this thing.
earlier in the week we were discussing how everybody keeps saying he's just saying we are jumping to our first segment. And he always keeps we are having a conversation. So we were actually waiting for him to say it, and he just said it. But it's officially from this week. I've banned him from using
So I won't do that.
as well.
JQ will do the comment section. We'll be moving on to our first segment. We are changing. But yes, do have the conversation regardless. And yes, our to another story, Funny Face. So Funny Face is in the news again, and this time he's saying he's afraid to show his wife in public after his recent divorce.
Yeah. But I don't think a divorce was that recent. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's still fresh in his heart if he still is suffering from it this way.
But I mean, yeah, I think people in public eye should have a way. They should make a decision where they would show how much of their private life they will put out there. And for me, if he's made that decision, I think it's good. He should it's personal. He should stand by it. I don't see how his previous relationship being public affected the relationship in itself.
Maybe when it went sour, everything there was the dirty linen in public, and maybe he's trying to stop the aftermath of whatever is going to happen with this one.
So that even this time, if something goes wrong, you will even need the woman to go and interview.
Exactly.
Right.
So for you to come and say it's like 3 minutes.
But the wife loves Amiati, so who knows if something happens.
Well,
tell us fast.
But like I mean, I tell Papa. I mean, being a father of twins is not easy. It's a handful. So he'd be more busy. To occupy him. Yeah, and
have time he's also shooting a new series, Kaswa Chocho or something like that.
Yeah, it looks like a sequel to his first series, his debut series, Choco Chocho.
But I mean, he went on to say that, like, he kind of like advised Ghanaian musicians or the male entertainers in the entertainment industry to always go for brains instead of breasts and ass.
I mean, and even though even though his wife has the behind which he's grateful for, he will suggest go for the brain always.
So B before B or B after B,
whichever one. Just go for a BB.
Well, that's the question: is Darko is going for the B or the B with all these?
He's a lion, a tiger.
So it's all for the B.
It's for the E. It's for the eating.
All meat be meat.
Whether it comes to the brain or not, it's flesh.
Okay, guys, let's jump into our next segment for this week, which is what were they thinking?
You know what? Shatabando is now my favorite personality. I mean, guys.
Shatabando.
How he's doing this is just funny.
I mean, they should throw him away, honestly.
You know, he just held the perfume and did this.
So I haven't seen that video.
Oh, really?
I refuse to get into another trend where every 3 months somebody from nowhere becomes
a star for a while.
It's tiring, but I think his pages are growing up. Good for those who love him, and good for those who empathize with him. And well, let's see.
Eddie, please let us laugh at what we think.
Okay, laugh.
Please. Enough with the speeches.
Let's enjoy our what were they thinking for this week. We'll be back, guys.
All right, so welcome back, and this year has been full of weddings.
So far.
There's one that is buzzing this year, but it's going to happen next year.
Right? Very weird.
So it's been buzzing for a while.
There's a hashtag called Chivito, which is like Davido acquired Bonnie and Hachino. And she Wachi Davido. And
it's Chioma Chidavido. Chivito.
So they're going to get married in 2020, but they did the first
family introduction.
So I think basically Davido is now going to see the family of the lady and done the official introduction. Yeah. And from what I'm seeing, the Chioma's dad is a chief or something, because an Oni of somewhere have been reading on the headlines, and I think it's cool. Yeah. He's had children all over the world. How many now? 3. Yeah.
No, he has 2. If they get married, then Chioma has a child. When there's rumors,
I just said yes.
All over the world. They are all in Nigeria.
So now, if he's settling down, something confuse him with Biscuit.
Biscuit has about 3. Yeah.
Hey. And I've been your one.
And the other was 0.
Yeah, so I think it's good. Ever since he officially introduced Chioma as the one, I think people are falling in love with the pair, and they even helping Chioma's craft as a chef and all of that. So I think during the album listening or something, somebody asked whether Chioma was pregnant, and
that was so after they did the first introduction, and then he posted photos and all. He went on a media tour and was being interviewed on Beat FM in Nigeria,
Yeah.
and then they were asking him about it. That we saw the the photos. Your brother came to write on his Instagram story that Chivito 2020 get ready. So are you really getting married in 2020? And he confirmed. He was like, yes, we are getting married. And then they went on to ask him that they have not seen Chioma on social media in a while. Does that mean she's pregnant and all?
She carried belly.
Yeah, and she said, and he said, this is special. Wait and see. Which I honestly feel like it's telling us like she's
it gives a
pregnant.
clue to the fact
Yeah,
that, yes, there's
I
gonna be a
mean,
baby.
I mean,
there've been videos of baby
Bumps,
bump and all
yeah.
of that. So.
yeah, and with the introduction, trying to get married and trying
Before
to.
the
Oh,
baby
okay.
comes.
So guess what? This is special, meaning that he just doesn't want Choma to be like another baby mama.
Mama.
So let's get married, and
Yeah.
then the baby becomes
I mean,
special.
Jay has a point. I mean,
Yeah.
if there's no baby coming, what is there to see?
what is
are
the
we
special?
waiting for?
Yeah.
The wedding is special.
We asked
please,
the
no.
person asked about the baby.
The baby.
is coming in.
Yeah, so Chivito 2020, we can't wait for the videos. Like, it'll be like Back in W and like
Yeah.
this one.
If you don't
Like, all
invite,
of
The
us.
real
if you don't
assurance is
invite
coming.
to the wedding, it's not a wedding, no.
Okay, so we can't
I
wait
want
for
you
the
to
videos.
send me a private jet to come and pick me and the Ghanaian
They actually
crew.
come with a wine and everything.
Yeah.
Like Bobrisky's birthday.
Otherwise,
That was
I don't
cancelled. Anyways, guys, yes, that's it for Chivito. We can't wait for those photos, but we'll jump into our next segment. Why today am I only announcing segments today?
And she's still
Absolutely.
jumping. She's been banned from using the word jump. But she's
Okay,
jumping.
Wow.
let's move into our we are not jumping, we are moving into our next segment, hot picks.
Like what?
I must
Chicken
I
bandoli.
must handle this hotness myself.
Please handle it.
Okay, do it.
My ex-girlfriend.
Ah,
Yes.
10:39.
Jocelyn Duma.
She looks nothing 39.
She celebrated her
amazing.
birthday earlier this week.
Yep.
And she dropped it like
It's
hot
hot.
tamale, you know.
Otamala.
I said it. So she dropped it very, very hot on her birthday, looking like Nefertiti, like a Riga.
Like Queen Bee.
Goddess.
Yeah, like a goddess, and I couldn't hold it, so I had
Hey.
to tweet at her and say, I mean, those of you who know, you know. I tweeted at her and said, my queen is, and then she came back and said, darling, you know how we do.
That's a lie.
You know what? Eddie's all in his head right now.
How did she reply?
You don't even remember?
You wouldn't remember because you're jealous. Anyway,
Okay.
these are the hot pictures that she served on her birthday.
And happy belated birthday,
Yeah.
Jocelyn. We love you so
Exactly.
much. We love you more than my other brother.
Of course, he just likes
no
to
matter
flaunt
what
it
he
more.
says, we love you more. And we are happy you broke up with him. Thank you.
That should be the
Haters.
best decision
They're
you made.
haters. They're haters.
Okay, guys, welcome back. We're talking about a man who never seems to get out of our mouths. And
Or our bank account.
no our news.
And we are tired, basically. It's too many episodes of the same
Sure,
story.
you are tired. Men's good customers are not tired.
Oh, I love
They
the
cannot
Mika was
be
said
tired.
they cry. It looks like what it looks like.
Anyways, after Nana Piamense's press conference begging government to, unfreeze his account so that he can have access to his monies and pay his customers and they should help him go get his money from Dubai. It seems some of his customers are not listening because 13 people have, accused him of, duping them out of 1.1 billion. Not million, no. 1.1 billion cedis. 13 people. And he's also been charged with money laundering and
Wrong deposits,
Yeah.
unlawful
sale of minerals
without
without license.
license.
So basically, there is 48 new charges which has been leveled against Nana Piamensa, and we are not sure if it will lead to them rearresting him. But for now, this is what is on
It
his
looks
plate.
like this court proceedings is going to take longer than
a
even
very
expected,
long
a
time.
very long
And I
time.
am more
So,
concerned of the
about
customers.
who are waiting for their money to be paid to them.
And then they just keep going back and forth. I remember when he did a press conference or when he was even granted bail, a lot of people were jubilating, oh, Freedom want to pay us, Freedom want to pay us. And then he did the press and said, if government don't freeze my account, and now he's back to, owing 1.1.
I'm trying to think they are the real men's gold customers and they're fake ones. The ones that they are using for propaganda means and stuff like that.
Right.
And then people are really, really suffering. And waiting for
Right.
their money.
Because those who are really suffering are those taking action.
Yeah.
Because you can't have your money locked up
And
in
I also
somewhere and
feel
say
like
free
I also feel like some of them don't have the capacity to take the action, to get a lawyer and everything. Because some of them are local market
And they are
women.
ignorant.
Yes, they are ignorant of which step to even take to begin with. So I think it's just.
They're just being swayed by whatever is happening.
Let's get to the bottom of all of this in good time.
Yeah.
We should all be alive to see how it ends.
Hopefully. Because it just keeps getting nastier, and it's more sad for those who, invested their whole life and everything into it. Okay, anyways, let's move into our next segment for this week, which is Shade of the Week.
Shade of the Week. So the Shade of the Week this time, it's about me. The funny thing is, I haven't heard from my friend John DeMello since he won the primary. So
Okay.
I reached out. I put it out in the air. You know what they say? When something is troubling you, put it up in the air and the universe will listen to you. So I put it out there that since this man won this, he's not minding me.
Yeah.
And then finally he minded me.
And he said,
watch the screen.
Okay, guys, that's our Shade of the Week for the week.
Hello guys, you're welcome back, and we're moving on to our very serious news, and this week is way too serious to even comprehend, and we're talking about xenophobia. And if you don't know what xenophobia is, so basically it is South Africans feeling threatened by foreigners, and this time African foreigners, particularly Nigerians, for lots of things, including taking the opportunities that they have to excel and
selling
a whole lot of
drugs.
things, selling drugs, and instead of them to find amicable, more subtle ways of dealing with their grievances, they've started to be violent and assault Nigerians, including burning them, beating them, and the videos
setting their shops on fire.
The videos and the images we've seen so far are
So
gross
sad,
and disappointing, and it's been trending the whole of this week.
I mean, everybody from east, north,
yes, and
west,
it's not a Nigerian
everybody.
problem.
Yeah.
It's not a South African problem. It's become an African problem,
And
and
people
everybody is just sharing
criticizing
what they think of it. Ghanaian celebrities have also thrown in their own parts of sentiment, and my favorite is Bibi Bright, who thinks we should boycott MTN.
That's so stupid. Because if you boycott MTN, it's Ghanaians who work at MTN Ghana offices. If you boycott MTN,
really,
you are making Ghanaians lose jobs. I mean, it's similar to how the Nigerians are responding
retaliating to these violent actions, but also burning and looting South African-owned companies.
And even in the process, looting other Nigerian companies and all. It's just they're going about it. South Africa is going about it the wrong way.
Violence is never a response to violence.
Well, for me, I've always said people should be careful how they discuss this, because there is obviously a root cause, because these attacks happen, they stop, and they come back again, becomes news item. There's a core concern about the people of South Africa about certain things that they claim these people are doing. Some may be correct, some may not be correct.
But the means of handling
they must be addressed, because, for instance, if they say Nigerians or A and B, they are doing drug, and then when they report to the channel, which is illegal, and then because these people have money, they will buy their way out. They will be forced to.
So you think they've taken matters into their own hands?
It's human nature. Yeah. I mean, even in Ghana, we've seen.
Yeah, people actually brought it up on Twitter.
Yeah. So I think we should. I think it's very important. Of course, killing people, maiming them is not the way out. But it's also important that we get to
address the issues before.
The root causes, because it's not going where it comes, it goes, and then it comes back.
I think what Amir is right.
We have
the violence is a problem, but the root of the violence is equally important.
Because if it's solved, then they wouldn't have that.
The need to keep attacking.
It's a political thing. It has a lot of dimensions to it. That's why I didn't like it when celebrities, as usual, when something is happening, everybody wants to have a voice and say something
without getting it in context.
So I blame a lot of the things that happened in Nigeria based on comments that happened. I remember the first time I made a comment about this. Somebody from Nigeria came to say, are they saying that? What about their companies like MTN? And specifically, those same companies are the ones that suffered the attack. So their minds were sort of
conditioned
conditioned
to retaliate in that
and
way.
now the
They are
celebrities are now coming back to
say no to violence
exactly.
and all
So
of that.
when things like this happen, we have to be very cautious, circumspect, and then analyze it, giving
Especially if you have
solutions
an
more than
influential
whether.
platform, if you're a celebrity, if people listen to you, be careful.
I mean, can we talk about how, this has led to a whole banter between some celebrities, aka YC, Peruzzi,
Burna Boy
coming out with them. And I mean, it's like everybody just wants to be cool. Everybody
Exactly.
just wants to be like a champion
I think
of
with
something.
these sets of celebrities, it wasn't more about being cool. I think they were just venting without
But
necessarily.
you cannot
but
just
you can't
vent
vent on
in
such a
space.
Yes, I think
And
that's
then
what I was
an
saying.
issue
They
like
were
that.
just venting without necessarily
Because,
taking into
to be
consideration
honest,
their impact.
Tweets about someone saying about sports, saying
Football,
that
you can't
cannot
just put that into
drag that
context
in
into.
and-
I think that's what
xenophobic.
I think also YC, it wasn't necessarily xenophobic, but maybe at that when he tweeted it was harmless. But now that this is coming up, it looks like if now anybody reads it, it could fuel a bit of if the person already has xenophobia tendencies. I think that's what YC was trying to say. But regardless, how he vented was wrong, and where he vented was equally wrong.
So these tweets were new.
No. The
They are
funny
very
thing is
old
they are
tweets
very old
from-
during the AFCON. So now he said
Who brought it back?
YC. All YC was saying was that celebrities should be careful of what they say. I think initially it's just harmless, but now if a South African thinks that Nigerians are taking the opportunities and they read you in
No, he was very specific. That tweet was very specific
To
about
football,
sports.
he says, "I hate it when we lose."
When we lose, these
to-
people are always winning.
Yeah, he never
Yeah,
said
yeah.
that I hate it when we lose our jobs to Nigerians or when we lose our businesses.
somebody also pointed that he said we have to lose to Nigerians here too. So meaning that they've lost to Nigerians in a lot of places. But then regardless, what I'm saying is right. If you're a celebrity, be mindful of what you say and where you say it. Even if you are hurtful, whether you are emotional, whatever it is.
So in as much as Nigerians, are retaliating, there were reports that no Ghanaians have been harmed, but now later in the week it came out that one Ghanaian was shot in the leg and he's recovering. So and the Nigerian the Ghanaian embassy has also sent a team down there, so the emergency number, so if you're Ghanaian and you're in danger, you can just call and just get out of there and be safe. So please, we hope this they find a solution, and next year we don't have to do this every year or every 2 years.
Because it looks like we are doing this periodically.
Yeah.
About
Anyways, guys, let's move into let's not move. Let's slide into our last.
She switched the whole
Someone is
vocabulary.
trying to be cool, but I'm not really cool person here, man.
Wow.
You know how it is.
Let's slide into
Maybe
our
I'm not going to say let's hop. Let's move.
You guys should have
into the
seen how our
conversation.
big-headed
Director.
editor and director just eyed me.
rolled eyes on us.
You guys simple. Who said cheer? Anyway, let's go.
Anyways, we are taking it all the way back to when they were on the moon before they became the stars. It's throwback, and this week we have the lioness of Africa.
I miss that.
Should have done this perfectly.
Should have done it
Anyways, Rihanna is our throwback for this week. I mean, she's not changed much.
She hasn't. Her weight, I think she's always been slim and cool.
Yeah, and Joey B too. Right?
Yeah, Joey too. Slim and cool.
Yeah, nice. So guys.
So this lion is looking for a lioness is looking for a lion. So you get my drift. We opened the show with Darko vibes with the lion.
Okay.
And
Anyway, the lion. That was a good one.
Isn't there going to be some sort of don't the two of them come together? Do you think?
No.
Oh no. Rihanna is married. Rihanna is
happy.
married. Yeah. Anyways, guys, that's the end of this week's episode of Trending GH. Do not forget to log on to www.amiadeborah.com for the latest in celebrity and lifestyle news, and also follow us on all social media. And YouTube is
Amia TV official.
So we see you next week. We are
Out here.
and say no to xenophobic attacks.
Yes.